Alright, hey guys, Nichol here, and we got the DLC announcement literally last night. At 8 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Central, I was just editing a video. Out of nowhere, one of my friends texts me in all caps, Xenoblade 3 DLC. It's here. Oh my god. I filmed my reaction, that's up. I wasn't going to do like a breakdown, and this is not going to be like your traditional breakdown. This is going to be sort of like what I did for the last Tears of the Kingdom trailer, because I have a lot of stuff going on. I don't really have time to do like a full-on breakdown of this, but let's go and check out what I enjoyed the most about this trailer. And I guess the big thing is I have done a lot of theory videos on what this DLC could be. And this one trailer, this one 2-minute and 49-second trailer, confirms a lot of those theories and debunks a lot of those theories. So let's look into that. And again, if you're new, if you're excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed coming out next week, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps out a lot. And let's dig into this. Yeah, so over here, N and this guy. When Matthew came out here and first said Granddad, I initially thought that this guy was Nichol and N was Granddad, because my theory initially, if you guys remember, was that N is the Granddad. N would be the Granddad, and N's son, that little boy we see in the flashbacks, would be Matthew's, or Matthew Vandham's father. Well, looks like the family tree just got even more confusing, because as we see here, N is N. N is just N. But turns out that this Granddad is, yes, it's N's son. That's him. That's N's son. This is the little boy we see in the trailer. But this guy is not Vandham's father. This guy is Vandham's grandfather, which makes N Vandham, or I keep calling him Vandham. It makes N Matthew's great grandfather. What is with Monolith Soft and these confusing family trees? Whatever. Granddad. Also, I love this picture. M looks very happy, very wholesome. Got Granddad over here. Look at this guy. Look at N. N is not having it right now. N is not happy. It literally looks like N is seeing a ghost right now. He's looking off to the side and he's like, I literally see Zed in the background just clapping his hands saying, have a happily married life and welcome to Mobius soon or something. Look at this man. It looks like he's literally seeing a ghost.
Take care of Nichol, the future.
Take care of Nichol. The future is in your hands. Matthew. And there's Nichol. But what is this green explosion? It looks like an Ouroboros stone is setting off, but I do want to say this. First theory that is like deconfirmed is N is not Granddad. This guy is Granddad. But this also leads into another theory that is kind of confirmed. I need to go back on Twitter. I'm not going to delve into much of the Twitter, like, Monopon news stuff. I'm just going to go off of this trailer. But I was on a phone call with my friend, and I told him, we are seeing Ghondor in this. We are seeing some sort of Ghondor. Because we kind of need to figure out why Monica named her daughter Ghondor. Who is this Ghondor that she named her daughter after? And after seeing this trailer, I was like, well, my theory was initially that Ghondor would be a descendant of Matthew. But after this trailer, I was like, well, what if Ghondor is just someone he is very close to? And then it hit me. I was like, why didn't we learn the name of the little boy in the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 flashbacks? Why else? Because his name is Ghondor. His name is Ghondor, and this guy would be Ghondor. And I think one of the Twitter posts, I need to go back, confirmed that his name is Ghondor. So here he is. Ghondor Vandham, the original, the real, the OG Ghondor Vandham. And this guy has such a profound impact on the people of the city, the people of House Vandham, the family of Vandham, that he's remembered so far into the future by people like Guernica and Monica, and Monica names her daughter after this man. Yeah. So that's that. All that stuff. Okay. Matthew, the founder of House Vandham. That's him. I have a lot of questions about who A is. Glimmer, the founder of House Rhodes, who I think, look at that blue core crystal, red hair. Remember how I said in my Rhodes and Ortiz video that once we know the color, the hair color of founder Rhodes, we will know who her mother is. And I think this confirms that her mother is Pyra. So yeah, this is Pyra's daughter. Rex's daughter, Pyra's daughter. It would also sort of make her M/Mio's sister, which is kind of funny, but it's besides the point. Founder Ortiz is Nichol. So he's got his goggles. He looks literally exactly like Shulk. He looks like a younger Shulk, basically. So yeah, this is Shulk and Fiora's son. That's what I said in my Ortiz and Rhodes video. Yeah, this is Founder Ortiz, and it's the son of Shulk and Fiora. Wonder if he'll grow up to look anything like Chris? Not entirely sure. Maybe this means that Chris is completely separate out of that, or maybe Chris is his older brother or something. Shulk. This is very interesting because we will see later that scene with Elvis and all probably takes place in the past, because Shulk does not look like what he did. When I first saw this trailer and I saw this guy, I didn't think it was Shulk. And then I realized later that it was Shulk. I am still getting used to this look, this design. It's not bad by any means, it looks amazing, but I did not expect Shulk to grow up to look like this. I'm all for it, but I did not expect him to look like this. Rex looks amazing. Love his look. First of all, he doesn't have the eye patch, so he's not entirely like Zeke, whereas, let me go back. Shulk has more connections to Dunban with the hair and the arm and all that. I was expecting Rex to have an eye patch. Whatever. He's still embodying the Zeke energy. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed.
That weapon can't be a blade.
What is that? The weapon, it cannot be a blade. So yeah, remember how Ortiz fights with a weapon of his own? Looks like he's got Doc Ock arms. Literally, he's Otto Octavius. He's like a young Otto Octavius. You can see her term marker here. So yes, Rhodes, or sorry, Glimmer. I keep wanting to call them by their house names because I'm so used to that. Glimmer is an Agnian soldier. Nichol, or Ortiz, is a Kavesi soldier.
All right, break it up. You want to scrap? You scrap with me.
Yeah. So,
Break it up. You want to scrap? You scrap.
is it just me, or does Matthew sound like Al Weaver? Like Al Weaver meaning like Rex, like the original Rex voice actor, because I have some things to say on that later. And here we got the Ouroboros gauntlets. I think his class is called like Ouroboros Knuckles or something. And these aren't the exact same fists that Ghondor uses, but I think his class is going to be very similar to the martial artist class that Ghondor uses in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And another thing is that art of fist fighting, as we saw in the statue descriptions from my Vandham and Doyle video, that art of fist fighting is passed down through the generations. Maybe he got it from his granddad named Ghondor. He is now the master fist fighter, and that art is passed down through the lineage of Vandham with Guernica and then Ghondor. The Ghondor we know in Xenoblade 3.
With me.
That's got some like Ouroboros kind of power to it. Also, here we see I at first thought this was an Ouroboros. No, it is a Mobius. It's got the Mobius stuff.
I don't normally stoop to this. Such duplicity is beneath me.
I don't normally stoop to this. Such duplicity is beneath me, or something, she says. This is a Mobius. I don't know which Mobius this is. Oh boy. First of all, her design is absolutely amazing, but we will see more of her later. I did want to get this out of the way. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about this, and my theory about A goes as follows. Here we see that A has this Ontos core earring thing over here. My thing is, do you remember how Adam awoke Numa? Adam awoke the Numa core. It manifested as Mithra because of Adam's personality and his will to kind of tackle this whole Aegis situation and all that. His version of the Aegis awoke as Mithra. And then Mithra, because of the experiences she went through in Torna and her regrets and her downfall and all that, she later creates this version of herself known as Pyra. So the Aegises are known to like create other forms of themselves to better reflect who they want to be perceived as, and also correlating to like how their driver is as a person and whenever they resonate with that core. So my thing is, for some reason, Alvis did something, and just like how Mithra created Pyra, Alvis will create this person here. My question is, why is A just called A? Why is, like, was she originally a Mobius? What's up with that?
I don't normally stoop to this. Such duplicity is beneath me.
That's my theory on A. And her outfit, which we can see later on, looks very, it looks like a mix between like a Mobius outfit and also like an Aegis kind of outfit as well. More along the lines of an Aegis though. Also,
I don't normally stoop to this.
her blade is some sort of Minato. It looks like, my friend was saying, it looks like the Veiled Sword. The Veiled Sword meaning like Noah's kind of sheath or gauntlet that he has on his Lucky 7, which looks also like Matthew's gauntlets. But this also has very Minato-esque appearances as well. I think her class is called Minato Fencer, and we can see here Minato Arts in that art center ring.
Such duplicity is beneath me.
People are saying that this could be Ryan and Sharla's daughter. I 100% see it. She's got the color, she's got the eyes, she's got the hair, she's got the face, all that. And even her voice, like, it kind of sounds like Sharla just a bit. She calls Glimmer the Clockless. So that whole big mystery of how Rhodes and Ortiz will live past their age of 20 years old will probably be explained earlier in the story if they're being confronted as the Clockless this early. And yeah, looks like we'll see Ryan and Sharla's daughter. My question is, will this be our Reed or Cassini character? I don't think so, but it is a possibility. And I might be wrong on that, but I'm still holding out on the hope that the founder of House Reed is Shania, and they're just waiting to show that. They don't want to spoil the surprise or anything. We'll see.
The Clockless.
Yep, she sounds like Sharla a little, and yeah.
What do you want to do, Shulk?
What do you want to do, Shulk? I don't know who says that. Maybe Rex. But I think this is when they find the founders, or sorry, they find Glimmer and I keep forgetting their names. Glimmer and Nichol, and they're like, what do we want to do? Do we want to take them with us? What do we want to do? Because they're most likely their kids. So, of course, it's going to be kind of like some big old family reunion.
What do you want to do, Shulk?
Saving their kids from the bondage of the flame clocks.
Careful!
Careful.
I like your attitude, kiddo. I'll show them a thing or three.
Also, that's just amazing. First of all, Rex's voice, that was Rex's voice. He sounds different from when he says we can't get through to him, he's a heartless machine in the February trailer. He sounds different. So what's up with that? Because in the February trailer, he sounded like Adam. I think he had the same voice actor as Adam. But in this, he sounds entirely different, and honestly, this could be Al Weaver. Not entirely sure on that.
Attitude, kiddo. I'll show him a thing or three.
Show him a thing or three is Rex's iconic line from Xenoblade 2. Also, he's doing that iconic Xenoblade 2 Aegis pose when he first resonates and becomes the driver for Pyra, the driver of the Aegis. He's doing the exact same thing, but with Mithra's sword. Love that callback. We're gonna see even more awesome fan service callbacks like this in Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed. Okay, I don't know what the heck this Mobius is saying. I re-listened to this many times. I don't know what the heck this Mobius is saying. I don't have much to say on this combat stuff, but looks like over here, this Ouroboros stuff looks very different. This, I'm assuming this is the interlink, but how does it, like, how can we choose who to interlink with? What is this stuff? What are these over here? Otherwise, like, Fusion Arts all looks basically the same UI. And if it's the same, I'm honestly fine with that because the combat in 3 was great. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it looks like Matthew is Agnian. He's got the Agnian classes over here. That's another thing I'm kind of confused about. Whatever, it's fine. A's got Kavesi Arts, Shaker Edge, which is a Shulk art, which was the Days art? Yes, it was the Days art. Sky Foil, Sword Mirage. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of these. Vision. Wow, Grand Vision. So A can see visions. Wow, interesting. Didn't notice that. This is cool. Anchor Shot and Double Spinning Edge. Iconic Rex arts. Dual Blast, Infinity Blade. Infinity Blade, I don't remember if that was in Xenoblade 2. Cross Blaze. Not. I don't know. Minato Rage looks like a new Minato art. Stream Edge, Slit Edge. Those are Minato Buster. Yeah, those are some Shulk cards. Yeah. Heavy Rush is something new, I think. Let's see Glimmer. Yeah. That's so cool. This talent art, Hellstream, with the cello thing, that's so cool. I think that's amazing. Okay, this is Nichol. Nichol looks to be the founder of House Doyle, but I was very much like expecting Nichol to be part of the party, so it's interesting that she will not be.
Without Mobius, nothing will change.
Nichol?
In the end, people always kill people.
People always kill people. Here's one thing that I was right about. Doesn't seem like there's a big disagreement between Matthew and Nichol, but Nichol is taking the more passive approach to this. People keep killing people. What's the point in fighting Mobius? Why don't we just protect ourselves from within? Whereas Matthew is like, hey, let's go out and fight him. Let's go out and kill him. Let's show him what we got.
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
Nichol?
Nichol?
In the end,
I can't really tell who's dying over here. Looks like he's got blonde hair. No clue who it is. Yeah.
I heard about it.
Yeah, here's the full Trinity Processor core. Or the Trinity Processor, all 3 cores. Ontos, Logos, Numa. We're gonna get some cool Klaus lore in this. This is what everyone wanted, and we're getting it finally. Let's listen to what Shulk has to say over here, though.
That from Melia. A gift from Alvis she could
kill people.
I heard about that from Melia. A gift from Alvis she called it.
I heard that from Melia, a gift from Alvis, she called it. So I don't know if she's referring, or if Shulk is referring to the Ontos core that is on A, like, which A is using as like an earring now or something. Or I don't know if he's referring to just like this new world, or like the future post Xenoblade 1. That's the gift that Alvis has given us, which Melia was saying. So Melia is mentioned. We're 100% seeing the queens in this. We're seeing Melia and Nia. 100%. 100% we are. This looks to be kind of like Colony 9 or something. Ah, look, here's Sharla again. She's probably, yeah, I think she might be Reed. Maybe she's Founder Reed. Maybe. I'm now thinking that since she's next to Shulk, Sharla's daughter might be Founder Reed. I don't know. We'll see about that. Still hoping for that Shania theory to be correct. I think that would be really awesome. This looks, I don't really know, like, sort of like Machna Forest with a little bit of Torgoth. I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably wrong on that.
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
The Liberator's base of operations. This looks like Colony 9. Very much so like Colony 9. Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish?
The Liberator's base of operations.
This
This it? Yes. The Liberator.
This is going to be like where a lot of the side quest stuff are. If there's a community system, we're going to be doing it a lot here. I think this is where the Liberators are helping out the people in Hope's Rest who were dislodged and like their home was destroyed, and effectively we're going to have to move.
This it? Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
We're gonna have to move everyone over here to Sword March. So yeah, that makes sense.
Is this how badly you
Why is Zed with them? Why is Zed here?
wish to erase us?
Is this how badly you wish to erase us? Why is Zed talking to Alvis in... This is the same cutscene we saw in February. Why is Zed here? What is happening here? I still think this could be inside Origin. No clue why Zed is here. And he's confronting Alvis. He's like, why do you wish to erase us, God? He calls him God.
My God.
Does he... It sounds like he's saying my God, but also at first it sounded like he's saying Michael.
You wish to erase us.
Of course, we're going to be fighting N. I think N is going to be equivalent to how Malus was in Torna. Looks to be Prison Island as well. I think, right? Yep, Prison Island. From how I remember it looking, at least.
But now I'm glad I'm here.
Father-daughter conversation, that's awesome.
Glad I can choose for myself.
Glad I can choose for myself, yes. She's broken free of the flame clock system. Father and son over here. Nichol Ortiz fixing up his dad's arm. While this guy, Riku, is over here. I knew we'd see Riku in this DLC because Riku knows way too much about Lucky 7. So I think we will see him and his 7 Nopon blacksmiths create the sword in this DLC. At least we'll see the origins of Lucky 7 and the Sword of Origin in this. So that's another thing I was right about in one of my theories.
Just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
I don't know who says that line. Maybe it's Nichol.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves, humans yet desire the beyond. Even having built the perfect world for themselves,
Even if they can build the perfect world for themselves,
humans yet desire the beyond.
I don't know what she's saying at the end there, but
Even having
this A character has a lot of connection to Alvis and Klaus and the Trinity processor, as we see over here. This is like,
humans yet
this is the war between the Saviorites and
desire the
all that.
beyond.
This is the Beanstalk, here's Klaus. This is very interesting. So we see we see Alvis. We see Alvis here. We see A with the Ontos earring. And of course, yeah, we see Alvis, and he's got the Ontos core as well. But, look at this. We got a third person with the Ontos core. And I'm very surprised that they showed this in the trailer, because I feel like this is kind of a spoiler, but whatever, I guess it'll be recontextualized once we play the game next week, but someone new has the Ontos core. Who is that new person?
Always in Fantasyland.
It's Nichol. Nichol has the Ontos core, and she's got some like kind of like Monado things coming out of her. But that's so weird. Who, like, what is Alvis doing? Like, what is with the sharing of this Ontos core? Does A die or bite the dust and Niall takes it? I have no clue about that. But also, this whole like Niall and Matthew connection reminds me of like a Driver and Blade connection as well, but no clue on that. That's basically it. I don't want this to drag on for too long, but that's basically all I have to say, and I might have other things to theorize and discuss and all that. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I don't usually plug my Twitter in my videos, but follow me on Twitter for more info on this, because I'll be like bouncing some theories off with some of my mutuals and like just doing some quick fire theories on Twitter as well if I think of something during the day. But yeah, number 13 on trending for gaming. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. This is Nichol signing off. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one, and get ready for next week with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. Later, have a great day.